I think I've got a gift for any dad or videographer or photographer out there. I think something in this video will speak to you. Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. My name is Zach. I'm a photographer and videographer, but more important than that, I'm a husband and a father. And today we're talking 2025 Christmas gift guide. Now this gift guide is for the dads out there. Maybe they're photographers or videographers. They want to document family life. Maybe they don't care about that, but they're just dads and you think there's something cool in here that they might like. This is for them. And in all reality, if you're watching this, you're probably like me, where you watch these gift guides not for someone else, but trying to come up with gift ideas for yourself. So if that is you, welcome. I hope one of these gifts speaks to you, and you can send it to a family member and say, hey, get me that. Now, let me start off by saying that some of these different items that we're going to talk about today, none of this is sponsored by any brand, but some of these things have been sent to me by different brands, and I'll make that note down on the screen below. But if you are interested in purchasing one of these items, I would love it if you use the affiliate links in the description down below. It's a huge help to this channel. But with that, let's jump into it and find something for you. This is the Brevity 2026 jumper version. I have had this backpack for a while now. Actually, this is the 2026 version. I've had the original jumper for over a year now, and I've been using it as my daily carry backpack. It is my go-to. I love it. It's got so many great little compartments in here. It's got a good section for your camera stuff as well as just your everyday stuff, which for me, being a dad and a pastor, means all my camera and tech stuff lives down here, and all of like my Bible, books, things that I'm reading lives up here. It's got a 16-inch laptop compartment, a hidden pocket in the back, all sorts of good things. But here's the thing about this new version that they just sent me, is that it comes with a few upgrades, one of which is one that I talked extensively with Brevity about, and that's the padded dividers in here. On the old one, the padded dividers were absolute trash, but they fixed it. They've upgraded that, and so the 2026 version has those upgraded dividers. Along with that, you've got new straps on the back and a sternum strap, so that's also really, really helpful. And yeah, I mean, it's a great everyday, simple backpack. It's hard for me to find a backpack that I like because I'm carrying camera stuff and then just everyday stuff. And there's not backpacks out there that are meant for both, but this really is. So Brevity 2026 jumper version. Love this bag. I think it comes in around $180. Highly recommend. Next, let's talk about some camera tools or accessories that could be useful. Starting off with this little guy. Now, this is the small rig camera tool, and this, I think there's actually some newer versions out there. This one I've had for a little while. I've put through the ringer. I've actually damaged it. I've got a piece broken on it because I'm stupid. But this has been a phenomenal little tool that I just keep in my bag at all times, whether I'm using it for a photo shoot or a video shoot or just everyday dad stuff, because you've got a flat head here, which is great for, getting the cameras onto different mounts and things like that. You've got a torque wrench here, and then a Phillips head screwdriver. So honestly, these, I don't think I ever use for video stuff, but I'm constantly using for like dad stuff, fixing stuff around the house. And then you've got 4 different Allen keys that you can use. Well, 3 if you're like me and have broken one. But this has been such a handy little tool. And honestly, like, yes, I use this for camera stuff. I use this more for family stuff, around the house, fixing things. It's just a nice, compact little tool that lives so easily in my backpack. So check that out. And then along with that is my favorite flashlight. This is the Woobin X3 Mini. And this is a killer little flashlight. I actually bought this for myself last year and bought one for my dad and my brother and my cousin because they're just so amazing. You've got a 180-degree twist on here, so you can have the light facing out like this or, like normal. It is a rechargeable flashlight. But the coolest thing about this flashlight are all the different lumen options that you have. So you can take this little flashlight all the way from 1 lumen to 50 lumens and then to 150 lumens. And if that's still not enough, then you can go turbo mode and go up to 700 lumens, which is just ridiculous. But honestly, what I love most about this is the 1 lumen option, because I will use that so often. If I'm like sneaking into my kid's room trying to, check on something, I don't want to wake them up, I'll use that 1 lumen option. It's so handy. This is just such a great little tool and always stays either by my bedside or in my backpack. So check that out. Love this little guy. Favorite flashlight of all time. Like if I lost this, I would be upset. And then rounding out the tools and accessories is this little flash from Godox. This is the Godox IT30 Pro for Fujifilm, and I just got this. Godox sent this to me a couple weeks ago. I've been able to play around with it a little bit, and it's phenomenal. Here's the thing, where is it? I have an XT30 and I love this. It's got a built-in flash, but sometimes that flash just doesn't give you the power that you need. And so you pop this little guy onto the hot shoe and you've got a really small, really easy to use external flash. So far, I have loved everything about it. There has not been a single issue I've had with this flash. It gives me some great results. It's super easy to use. It's got a very fast recharge time. I think only a 1.5 seconds, which for a dad, as you're going, like you're trying to take photos of your kids and they're on the move, like that's fairly decent. So this is a great little flash that lives in my bag, and it's one of those things where if the flash on here isn't powerful enough, then I'll pop this on there and I can be guaranteed that I'm going to get a good photo. Oh, that's so good. Actually, I was gonna go into cameras next, but since I'm drinking this, let's go into coffee. So, not everything in this list is gonna be about cameras. Point being, coffee. So, I am a huge coffee guy. I love making Chemex coffee, as well as we have a little espresso machine. But my favorite coffee comes from a place called Madcap Coffee in Grand Rapids in Detroit, Michigan. And just phenomenal coffee. They have a subscription that I am a part of. And every month I get a new bag of coffee that gets sent to me. It's a surprise. I don't know what's coming, but it's always so good. It's perfect for Chemex, perfect for pour over, and I love it. I keep mine inside this Fellow Atomos vacuum sealed container, which is super great because like when it's sealed, you can't take the lid off. There's no air inside there. And that helps your coffee stay fresh longer, which is a huge thing because mine, whenever I had this, like it would go stale so quickly. And then I'm also drinking out of a Fellow mug, which is just honestly one of the coolest coffee mugs I've ever had. It looks so simple, but it keeps the coffee nice and warm for a while, and it's just delicious. Now, sticking with the not camera themed sort of stuff, we're gonna move on to something that is very tactile. So I never have been a big like pen guy. There's a ton of videos out there of people who like rate different pens and things like that, and I was like, what? Like I always just use the little Pilot, G whatever pens, and they do fine. But I picked this up this year because it was on sale, and I was like, I want to try it out. This is the Mark 1 from Studio Neat, and I am surprised at how much I love this pen. Like I've been one of those guys who like I always lose pens, so I always just buy like a ton of the same ones. This pen, like I am so careful not to lose it. One, because it's a little pricey, but two, because I love it so much. Like it's so smooth, it's all metal, it looks so sleek, it's got an amazing clicker, like it's just so satisfying. Like I'll just sit here and click it. And it writes so well. It's also refillable ink, so you can buy new cartridges and just put them in there, and it's amazing. Now, pairing that with some of the different notebooks that Studio Neat makes, this is their tote book, and it's just like a very little, very simple, kind of like field note style notebook. This is great for like on-the-go note-taking. Just throw it in your back pocket, write down whatever you need. Like I've got tons of different stuff. I've got to-do lists in here and notes and journaling and all sorts of stuff that just kind of like doesn't have to be organized, but just kept in here. And I like having the dot grid, super handy in that way. And it feels like so nice, like almost like leathery. It's not leather, but it feels so good. Moving on to the Keep book, and it's kind of the same thing, but just bigger. It's a hard shell book that lays flat. You've got a nice divider in there. And this has been something that I've been using at the church almost daily. Like when I'm working, like all of my church notes are in this. Anything that's related to a meeting we have, or ideas that I'm working on, or different projects or things like that, like it's in here. And I just stay so organized with this. I don't know why, honestly. Like if I have my notes for the church on my computer, on my like laptop or iPad or whatever, like I just get lost. But like in here, it stays organized, and I love it. Like I love the tactile of writing it down. It's been super helpful to me. And then this is their Pano book. And this has been something that I've actually used for years. I've had multiple different ones of these. And what's so cool about this is it's a very different style than any other notebook I've had. And it's meant to be like for your desk, right? So you can like have your keypad set up here, and you've got your notes here and stuff like that. I've used this for video notes, like when I'm trying to plan out how to lay out a video and like actually sketching it out. I've used it for projects around the house. Right now, this one is used as like my sermon notebook. So I'll write the scripture in, and then I'll go through and like do all my note taking on it as I'm preparing for a sermon. But it's just a really unique and really handy thing to have. It's a dotted grid, and I absolutely love it. So check out Studio Neat. They've got some really cool products out there. And yes, like the pens, you're gonna spend a little bit of money on a pen, but honestly, like it's a great pen, and I would buy it again. Did that rhyme? Okay, so now to the camera stuff. Starting off with, we're gonna go through Insta360 stuff. Now, Insta360 has sent me all of these products. I've made plenty of videos on these different things, so go check those out for more information. But starting off with, this is Insta360's Flow 2 Pro, and this is an iPhone gimbal. If you're going to use your phone to film family life, to document family life, I highly recommend getting a gimbal, and I highly recommend getting this gimbal. And the reason why isn't because you need that stable footage. Your phone can create pretty stable footage, but there are so many features and just like add-ins that are put into this that make filming family life so much easier and allow you to enjoy it more. There's an NFC reader here, so you can connect your phone to Apple Dock Kit. There's a selfie mirror, there's a selfie stick, and it actually like has a twist so you can like turn it into jib mode. Just super great little features that I'm not gonna get into everything. You can go check out the video to find out more. But I've always been a hater of iPhone videography, but I've started to use it a little bit more, and it's thanks to this guy. Like it really is. Like I wouldn't use my iPhone if I wasn't using this, and it's because of the features that are packed into it. So this is a great little device to help you start documenting family life more at a low price. This is gonna be the cheapest option for cameras out there, maybe besides this guy. But anyways, and it helps you use what you already have. So check that out. There's a link down below for that if you like that. Moving on to the next piece from Insta360. This is Insta360's new Go Ultra, and this is a phenomenal little camera. Like honestly, this is kind of like an all cases camera. I haven't really done too much of photos on this, but it does give you a photo option. But it's great in an action cam way, it's great in a vlog way, it's great in a POV way. Like it's such an amazing little camera. So basically, just like the Go 3 series, all that, your camera can separate from the actual docking system. And then you can mount this to your hat, you can mount it to the magnetic chest mount, things like that. And it just gives you that POV style of filming. And what's so cool about it is you can put it on, start recording, and not worry about it. You can just trust that the camera is capturing those family moments that you want to still be in while you're filming. If you want to do some vlogging, you've got this flip up screen, so you can kind of be looking at the screen while you're talking to the camera. The audio is pretty great. You can put this in so many different places. The camera itself is waterproof, so you can take it swimming, you can pour coffee on it, you can do all sorts of different stuff. It's a really cool camera, and honestly, this has probably become my most used camera of the past year, just because it's so easy to use, it's so small, and it's so versatile. So check out the Go Ultra. I struggle to say between this one and this one, which I like more, but it's phenomenal. I love it. And then the last one for Insta360 is the Insta360 X5. And this is the first time I've actually used a 360 camera. And this honestly has been amazing. Like, I always thought that 360 cameras were a bit of a gimmick and you wouldn't really use it all that often, but I find myself using this more and more. And it's kind of because of the same reason the Go Ultra. It's just so easy to turn on and start documenting life and forget about it. Because you have that 360 range of view, you really can just kind of throw it on the selfie stick, hold it out, and not worry about what the shot is, because you can trust that it's capturing it. And it's such a fun little thing to use. You can take it swimming. I let a friend take it to Hawaii with her, and she went snorkeling with it. You can use it in the backyard with the kids. Like, it's just such a fun little thing. For me, I use it a lot with the kids, or if I'm filming stuff for this YouTube channel and I need to film myself. And then also I'll use it for like behind the scenes sort of stuff for our business. But this is a fantastic, fun little camera that just gets you some really cool shots, and honestly, some really embarrassing shots too, because you forget that, it's filming this way while it's also filming that way. But fun little camera, and the AI like editing makes it really easy to take your videos and create something fun about it. That was my other big worry, was like that the whole editing process of it would be complicated, and it can be if you let it be, but it can also be really fun and honestly pretty simple to use. So check out the X5. I know they just came out with the X4 Air as well. I'm hoping to get my hands on that and review that in a bit, but I love the X5. And then we come to the only thing that stayed on this list from last year, and that's the DJI Pocket 3. This has been my go-to family video camera. Yes, I've been using the Ultra and the X5 and things like that, but this has been like my tried and true. I always come back to it, and it's just because it's so easy to use. It's so familiar to me, and it creates such amazing videos. We just use this like to film most of our birth vlog for our newest son. I take it with me all the time. It lives in my bag. It's just amazing. You get 4K footage out of this. It's got a 2-axis gimbal on it, some really great AI tracking, and it's just so easy to use, and it's so small. Like, I can take this. I've filmed professional grade projects with this when I couldn't take like my professional camera into places, and it's just such a fun little camera. I've done multiple videos on it, so you can go check those out. This is a little bit of a pricier one, but if you're wanting that camera to document family life and you're going to use it, I recommend investing in this because it is well worth the investment. Then we have a new addition, and this is the CampSnap CS8 camera. This is a digital Super 8 camera from the company CampSnap. They created a digital film-like camera that doesn't have a screen or anything like that a couple years back, and so now they've created a video camera that has the same idea. There is no screen, you can't view your videos back, you have to wait until you plug it in, and it's meant to kind of create some fun emotions while you are using it. So this camera is built like a Super 8 camera. The one thing is it doesn't actually look like a Super 8 camera, which is a little bit of a disappointment for me. That was my big reason for buying it. I've got a whole video coming out about this next week that you can check out. But this does give you more of like a 90s, early 2000s, like family handy cam sort of look. You got a couple of different options on styles that you can shoot in, as well as some different frame rate or framings that you can shoot in. But it's a fun little camera to use. It's a fun thing for your kids to use. It's a fun little talking piece. People see them like, what is that? But this is a cool little camera if you're wanting to kind of bring back some of those retro vibes and just have some fun with the camera. This is a great little option. I'm gonna actually pass this off to my daughter and let this be like her camera that she plays with a lot, because I probably won't use it all that much, but it is a cool little camera. But check out the video next week I have coming out about this to see what is all about this camera. Now, if you like the idea of Super 8 and you want to actually get into Super 8, I would say do it, because Super 8 is my all-time favorite medium of video. The film look is just so beautiful. And so this is my new Super 8 camera. I've had the Canon 310 XL for the longest time, and it broke on me literally the morning of our biggest wedding ever. And so I'm driving down to Cincinnati, I'm calling videographer friends, I'm like, hey, do you have a Super 8 camera I can borrow? A buddy of mine said, hey, yeah, you can borrow this one. So this is the Canon 512 XL. He let me borrow it for the day, and it was amazing. I loved it so much, I bought one myself. And I just used this to film for the first time our family, you know, our newborn son being born. So I don't have that film back yet, but it is an amazing, amazing camera. And more than just the camera, the idea of Super 8 is something that I absolutely love. I film so many things in Super 8 for our family. We use it for our wedding business, but when I get to pull this out for our family stuff, it's really special because it takes a lot to film on Super 8. It's expensive, but when you pull this camera out to film family life with it, it's really special, and you get some really cool videos that, like, for me, it's more about the emotion that I'm capturing, and you just capture like a raw and authentic look with this. The film, like the grain and the colors, like they all just look so amazing. I absolutely love Super 8 film. It's so fun to use for our weddings, but honestly, like, I got our business into it for weddings so that I could have one for personal use, and I love it. So definitely check that out. There's, you know, you can buy Super 8 cameras used, and there's some great places. I always just buy on eBay and make sure I find what seems to be a good camera, but I love it. And I'm gonna do some more videos on Super 8 coming out, so check that out. I feel like I've said check that out a lot for all of these different products. Okay, so there you have it, the 2025 gift guide for the dad, videographer, photographer, whoever out there in your life. I hope there's something on this list that you're like, ooh, I wanna buy that, whether it's for myself or for someone else out there. But I hope you found something. And if you did, use those links down below. Let me know in the comments which of these gifts is the one that you would love to receive or the one that you're going to gift to someone. I would love to hear from you guys about that. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you're not already. And I'll see you in the next one where we're talking all about this guy. See you guys.